I'm going to show you a very simple trick on how to elevate your manga colorings. I always use this trick after I'm done with the base color and the shadows, and it creates a huge difference. I will show you the before and after at the end so you can see for yourself. I have already colored this cute cover page from One Piece chapter 855, featuring Law and Corazon. I chose this one because it has some fire elements, which help visualize where the highlights and glowing effects will be. I decided to make a sunset on the background, but it could be a blue sky or a night sky as well. Therefore, I created a new layer and covered the entire layer with a red-orange color, and selected the blending mode Soft Light and lowered the opacity. This gives it a warmer tone and fits the sunset tone of the scene. These filters are typically used in movies, and it sets the mood perfectly. If it were a bright day, I would have left the bright colors alone, or if it were night, I might have added a dark blue filter. Now for the fun part, we will create a new layer with the blending mode add. If you are using a software that does not have this blending mode, such as Photoshop, you can follow the same steps using instead a white color or a very light orange. I have my own brush that I created, but you can use any thin, bold brush for this step, or with a very slight softness. Now, very closely to the black outline, we're gonna draw some light strokes. I am focusing here on the side of the face that is close to the fire, since that fire is our source of light for this coloring. You can be as messy as you want with the strokes. You do not need to outline perfectly all around the black outlines. This makes it more natural looking. The feathers are a tricky part. I decided to add new lines to make it look more feather-like instead of just grooves. With a softer brush and bigger size, still in the blending mode add, I made the fire have some more glow around it, so it doesn't look too sharp and everything blends together smoothly. Keep going along the outline. I drew stronger strokes around the feathers closer to the fire, and slowly made them softer and smaller down where it's far from the fire. I also added more white strokes on other sides of the outline that are not pointed to the fire. This is completely optional, but I feel it makes it pop a little bit more. As for Law on the bottom left, since he is on the left side of the fire, the glow will be on the right side in front of the fire, and a glowy emphasis on his hat, as that is what is closest to the fire. Now see the difference with and without all of the glow we've done so far. There's a big difference. This is a completely optional step, but I decided to create some little flames over the leaves. I have a tutorial on how to draw fire if you'd like to check that out, so I will not get into detail here. Now, since there is also fire behind Law, we will add more glow behind his coat. We will see the difference once more to see if we're happy with the process so far. Now for the background, we will add the glow in a slightly darker red on the trees behind. We will assume the sun is setting directly in the middle, behind the characters. Therefore, the glow will be on the left side of the right trees, and then on the right side for the left trees. I added more glow in purple to make it look softer and more like dusk time. Finally, I created a new layer with blending mode Multiply, and with a black color and a soft brush, I will add more depth into the areas where the fire is not hitting. I will then lower the opacity so it doesn't look too harsh. And that is it. So the trick is to add very thin highlights around the outlines to bring a flat coloring to life. I hope these tips are helpful, and if you do put it into practice, let me know. I would love to see your results. Thank you so much for watching.